Brody, can you not just highlight all of that and then put it into like an email and send it to everyone? Yeah.
Okay, morning everybody.
This part.
Alright, let's get started. Sorry, we're a little bit late this morning. Alright, so we had a mixed session out of the US yesterday ahead of tonight's FOMC statement on US interest rates. People are really going to be looking at the wording that Yellen uses to explain to the markets exactly when they're going to be raising. Any article you read, you'll see the words patient, and so people are really going to be watching that closely to try and get an idea of when they think they might start raising rates. Then we had oil, light sweet oil, closing down to new lows yesterday, 42.59 a barrel. I see that down again this morning. Really under pressure the sector, and it doesn't look like there's any light at the end of the tunnel, as oil inventories rose by 10.5 million barrels last week. US dollar continues to ease as the US 10-year Treasury yield traded near 2.06%. And then housing starts fell by 17% in February, missing an expected decline of 2.4%. And then American Airlines climbed by 6% after it was announced that it will replace Allegiant in the S&P 500. So the main thing out of the States looking forward is going to be that FOMC meeting tonight. Out of Asia, we had strong sessions out of the Hang Seng in Shanghai. Shanghai are moving to 7-year highs as house prices came in lower than they expected, which fuels hopes of a stimulus in China. Hang Seng up nicely, taking Tencent with it. Tencent up to 2.3 this morning. And then out of 10, we got those results out of Tencent coming later today. So obviously we're going to be watching very closely, because they're going to affect Naspers. And in previous days when Tencent have released earnings, we've had some big moves in Naspers. So guys that are trading it, got to watch that really closely. Flat out of Aussie and a decent out of Nikkei as well. The chart of interest this morning is basically just showing PE as explaining returns over time. As you can see there, over the short term, PE is a very poor indicator of return, but sort of over 10 years seems to be the sweet spot of sort of value investing, I guess. So for guys like us who are trading a little more short term and being slightly geared on CFDs, PE isn't such a good reliable indicator. All right, and there's those 10-cent expectations. Take those numbers down. I would also advise going on to Bloomberg or one of the other media sites and getting sort of a more in-depth view of what they will be reporting. All right. This morning we had Japanese trade balance and machine tool orders that came out. We had SACPI, which comes out at 10 o'clock. UK jobless claims change. We have unemployment rate 3 months. US MBA mortgage applications, SA retail sales. US crude oil inventories at 4:30, and then at 8 o'clock the big one, the FOMC rate decision, which is going to, as I say, coming out at 8%, so we're going to be watching that closely. All right, we're just going to show a few charts today. The first one I want to have a look at is the Aussie. This is showing the breakout that happened. If I zoom in a little bit, the big breakout that happened sort of mid-January, beginning of February. We had this steep rise up, and for the last sort of month and a half we've just been sort of flagging downwards. Yesterday we sort of, well, actually more. Yesterday we broke out of this band, but only just. And today we're following through. If you can see this last green candle, we're up nicely this morning, up 200 points again. I think if we can hold this level, that might sort of confirm a bit of a breakout to the upside. We've got close up tomorrow as well, which might add a little more fuel to the fire. But I think we need to have a strong close today to really put any weight on this breakout. And next one I want to look at is the DAX. The DAX has had this absolutely incredible run. I know Joe's sort of harped on about it the last little while. We had this breakout, very clear breakout, which happened sort of same time the Aussie broke out, mid to end of January. We had this extremely steep rise in the DAX as the euros weakened. Yesterday, however, we had the first sort of negative day in a couple of weeks. Out of the DAX down 1.5%, sort of the worst performing index, which was quite interesting. But as you can see, we've had a few little negative reversals on this move up, and it's just carried on going. So I'm not going to put too much weight on this. Perhaps if we get another day follow through.
Can you use the AG website? The server's down. It's for AG, so I don't have anyone can join.
Okay.
Because like you said yesterday, the server's been down. But the people that log to our website, so now that's
Okay. Well, they're recording it. So. They'll be recording it, so I'll post it later. All right, sorry about that, guys. So we got a. If we could possibly get a close below this 11,948 level, another sort of negative close towards the low of the session, then possibly we could put some weight on this reversal, and maybe we will get a bit of a correction in the DAX. I think if we do get a bit of a pullback, it could be I won't say a big pullback, but with the steepness of this move, we could get a reasonable few hundred points on the DAX at least. Okay, so the few of the stocks I wanted to show was Barlow's. Barlow's, I'm just going to move out to a slightly longer term time frame. Okay, so we just went to daily. We had a trend line that we broke, a pretty significant trend line that we broke recently. I know Joe has also shown this one. We came back, we tested the breakout point. We failed it. We moved lower. We recently spent a bit of time, like about a week, consolidating at the lows at 85 Rand, and then yesterday we put in a 5% day to the upside. So I would think if we get a reversal down from this level, I think there could still be some downside on Barlow's. Let's just draw some trend lines down. Possibly still to go test the 80 level. We're currently right now at the 20 and the 50-day moving average. So as I say, a reversal or failure from this level could see us test the bottom. To break out above the top, I think we need to close above sort of 93, 94 Rand. Decisive close above, possibly this higher here at 94 Rand, to move back into that channel that it broke down from earlier. All right, so Naspers, we've obviously got that news that's going to come out later out of Tencent. But we have, we recently we've been watching this breakout that happened at 1720. It actually broke up nicely, and then yesterday came all the way back and closed pretty much on that 1720 level. It actually did well. It rallied about 20 Rand right in the close. So we're going to be watching this number really closely out of Tencent. If we get that reversal, then we might be going to the target, which was up near 1850 if I remember correctly. And then the last one I wanted to show is one that we haven't actually shown before, I don't think, is Datatec. It's a smaller one. We recently had this breakout that happened around $57. It's now moved up nicely up to the $60 region and has been flagging in a pretty controlled manner. So our next step is a close above sort of 61, or I think we did get a close above 61, but sort of a decisive close above there for the next move higher. But this one, nice uptrend, good consolidation that happened over most of 2013 and 2014, and looking to make sort of much higher targets. If we have to say a target, let's say 44 to approximately 58, so we're looking at 14 Rand, or something closer to 70 Rand as a possible target on Datatec. And that's all for today, guys. Good luck trading.